Yeah. Anyways, the game has been the way the game has been really, really good so far. I really enjoyed it. I really enjoyed like the character skills so far. They seem pretty lore accurate like skills, and it doesn't seem like it's just skills that like have been put in the game just for gameplay purposes. But so far, I think the skills that they have in game are the skills that they actually have like in lore. And I also like that the skins are what they call this are pretty good. Anyways, final thoughts, so I could like add this to a video on its own. So let's go ahead. First thoughts, obviously the graphics would be the first thing that you would see in the game. I like the graphics. It's pretty like comic. It's pretty comic like, you know. It does look like a comic style type with even the animations when you go to character. There's is that what you call it? Is that cell shaded? With the thick, you could actually see like the black lines around like the characters. It's like a painting or something. Yeah, and I like the animations are like so much effort in the game. The character designs, I believe they are supposed to be what they look like from the comics, rather the comics or the cartoons rather than what they actually look like in the movies. So I like how they're like pretty close to what they call this, to the comics. I love how like you see those lines that it's like popping up. It's like this in, you know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of Into the Spider Verse. What they call this, Into the Spider Verse like graphics. That's what I would remind me of. The graphics have been really, really nice. The design have been really nice. The skin are pretty nice. The setting is pretty good in my opinion, because like each mission has its own lore that you could actually see on the loading screen. Like for the most part, I think a lot of games also have lore in their missions, but it's not something that you would see in game. That's why like for example in Overwatch, there was a mission where you uh in like in a, you deliver a bomb, or like what do you call this, I'm not sure what you call that. It's like an explosive to the Omnic headquarters. That was what part of their lore, where the Omnic uprising, I think. I'm not sure because I'm not like perfectly familiar with the lore, but I know that the maps in the game are like have there's an in lore explanation. But in this game, it's literally like an episode of like an animated show, where there's literally like you basically, one side is trying to attack and one side is trying to defend, and then there's like an outcome to the story depending on what do you call this, depending on who wins, which side wins. And I think it's very refreshing, because it's like very, very like it's kind of rare for it to be like explained like that, where the story is being told like every time. I guess it's refreshing for now. I'm not sure in the future. Maybe you just skip everything. Although it would be nice, like every new map, every new lore, and all that good stuff. Yeah. So for graphics, character design, the settings design, the animations of this game, per like I'm not sure if I would say perfect, but I don't think there's anything that's perfect in this game. So like I would give it like a 9.5 or a 9 out of 10. Just because, you know, I don't know if I could give I would give this a 10 if I could, but it has potential really. As long, and I feel like it doesn't actually, you cannot pay to win this thing, because obviously you cannot influence the game with like skins or whatever. uh the skins are pretty good too, and it's actually very nice because the skins that you can get in game can be like there's like lore for most of it. There's like lore for most of it, and I myself is a very very big fan of lore. I did like read like Overwatch lore or Valorant lore. Obviously, I didn't go too in depth because there's just so many. I don't remember everything, but yeah, I like that there's kind of lore on these kinds of stuff. So yeah, for like the graphics, really really good. For obviously the next thing that we would check we would like to know is obviously the gameplay, right? So far I like the gameplay. um I love that it is I actually like that it is third person. You know why? Because you can actually see yourself with the freaking skin you bought. Like in Overwatch, you buy like a skin and then you don't see your own skin because you only see your freaking hands. And the only time you see your skin is if you're dead or you're playing of the game, either of the two. So yeah, it's a relief that you can actually see the skin that you paid for, and it's very it's nice. It's nice. Um, Aside from that, the skills feel good to use. Like most of them, at least. Obviously, I have not like played everything. I played all of the healers. I've played like some of the tanks, some of the DPS, and so far I think the skills are pretty good. Um, their skills are like, as I mentioned earlier, their skills are like uh that they have that kind of power in lore rather than just like skills that have been placed in game just for the sake of balancing the game. Like Iron Man has rockets, Iron Man has like laser beams, Iron Man can fly, Storm can fly, can produce like tornadoes, thunderstorms. Her ult is like a giant tornado, which is very very nice by the way. Literally just jump right into it's like a Doomfist ult, but you can move and it deals a lot of damage. Um, what else did I play? Rocket, literally. I love. He has his little minigun, and then he supports with gadgets that he has around with him. Gives armor. Gives like damage. Loki, especially in my opinion, I really really love Loki. Uh, he can make clones, and then his clones can also use his skills. And you can switch places. Like it really matches like his lore wise, and he has this thing where he can shape shift. Basically, he can copy the skills of his like one teammate, which is actually very very like good like true lore wise since he can shapeshift to other people actually, and it's actually a very nice mechanic too. Yeah, so far we're in the game wise, the gameplay wise the game is pretty good, although sometimes it does get like really annoying when there's too many shits on the screen, that too many things happening, too many things going on the screen, and like it's kind of becoming hard to see. But it's not that bad. It's honestly not that bad. uh yeah, like it's like just a minor annoyance to me. um I think that's pretty much it for gameplay. As I mentioned, it's really, really nice, maybe like an 8 out of 10. uh I'm not sure if I should give it a 9 because like I feel like there could be something there will probably be improvements later with the balancing, I guess, because like some characters just deal way too much damage. I feel like the ult of the Punisher deals like a lot of damage. Like of course as long as you don't die. I feel also like um Mantis kind of hard to heal with Mantis because you keep running out of orbs. Uh, I don't know. Maybe it's just me. Like maybe it's just a skill issue for me. But yeah, I don't really. I feel like Mantis heals are like underwhelming, especially since Warlock is like really OP. Not only can he share the damage within the entire team, he can also heal the entire team like without targeting. Meanwhile with the Mantis, you gotta target and you gotta. Uh, Even worse is I think which one was that? I think uh which one was that healer that needs to target? That's Loki's healing also kind of weak in my opinion because obviously he's kind of strong I guess if your teammates are like clumping together, but if they're very far apart, that's his healing is weak. His auto hits heal, but it's slow, and you gotta aim. Compared to like Rocket Raccoon or Adam Warlock, those are two top tier healers in my opinion. Just because Rocket Raccoon just throw the orb in like in a general direction, it's gonna heal. Adam Warlock, just throw it on one of your teammates and it's gonna bounce. Pretty good. Along with this tethering, which is very good. Luna Snow kind of meh to me, but yeah, that's it for the gameplay. For the for the sound, the sound is really nice. Especially, I really love the sound, the music, the background music, the BGM in like the Japanese map. It was really cool. But although there's not really much to say to it because it's just standard stuff. It's really nice in my opinion. Mm, I couldn't really comment about uh I couldn't really comment too much about like the score because obviously this is beta and I don't know if you could even keep the skins. I don't even know how much the units will be. There's no like prices for everything yet. So I don't really know like if it will like be very expensive like Overwatch or Valorant. Like Valorant just eats so much of my money. Um but yeah, the music is really good in my opinion. What else? Um okay. Um we are done with the graphic. How about the lore? So far the maps have the lore, but otherwise, I have not seen lore for like individual characters except for a description. What to call this? Except for the description of the skins. Mm, yeah, and it's free to play too. So I think it will be a very nice game in my opinion. Just because you can, it's fun. It looks cool. It's not pay to win because they can only sell skins. And it's free to play. Like literally, you could just play hop on, hop out. Although you would probably be forced to grind, if you ever get the battle pass. Yep, so I guess that's it for like my first thoughts and opinions about the game. If you ask me, I would definitely recommend it to like people, especially if you like hero shooters like Overwatch 2, Valorant. Not Valorant's not so much as like a shooter just because it's more like Counter-Strike in my opinion. But yeah, it is a very fun game. Will be more fun with friends. Very good value. Although I am not sure with like the skins yet, since although because the skins are not very like relevant in this game in my opinion, unless you're like really into like the characters even without the skin all look good already. um yeah, that's pretty much it. Yeah, so I guess we are going to end the stream right here. Thank you very much for everyone